Hello and welcome back to English Boost, the podcast that makes learning English practical and fun. I'm Lucy, and today we're tackling a topic that many learners feel intimidated by: grammar. Have you ever wondered, why is grammar so important? Or, how can I learn grammar without feeling overwhelmed? Well, we're here to answer those questions. Joining me is David, an experienced linguist and English teacher who has spent years helping students simplify grammar and use it effectively. Welcome to the show, David.
Hi, Lucy, and hi to all the listeners. I'm excited to talk about grammar today. It's often misunderstood, but it doesn't have to be scary.
David, let's start with the big question. Why is grammar so important when learning a language?
Great question, Lucy. Grammar is important for a few key reasons. Clarity and communication. Grammar ensures your message is clear and understood. For example, I go yesterday might confuse someone, while I went yesterday is instantly clear. Building confidence. When you know how to construct sentences correctly, you feel more confident speaking and writing. Understanding others. Knowing grammar helps you decode sentences when listening or reading. Professionalism. In formal settings like work or school, good grammar makes a strong impression.
That's so true, David. Poor grammar can sometimes lead to misunderstandings, while clear grammar makes communication smooth and professional.
Exactly. Grammar is like the structure of a building. It holds everything together. Without it, your ideas might fall apart.
All right, David, let's talk about something learners often feel. Grammar is so hard. Why does it feel this way for so many people?
Good question. Here are a few reasons why grammar can feel difficult. Overwhelming rules. There are so many rules, exceptions, and details that it can feel like too much to remember. Fear of mistakes. Many learners worry about being judged for using the wrong grammar, which makes them hesitant to practice. Lack of context. Learning grammar from textbooks can feel abstract and disconnected from real-life situations. Comparison to native speakers. Comparing yourself to fluent speakers can make you feel like you'll never catch up.
Wow, that's so relatable. I remember feeling overwhelmed by all the tenses and rules when I was studying French. What's the best way to make grammar feel less intimidating?
The key is to focus on practical, everyday grammar first. Start small, use it often, and let your understanding grow naturally over time.
Let's get to the practical part, David. What are your best tips for mastering grammar effectively?
Here are some tried and true strategies for mastering grammar. Learn in context. Don't just memorize rules. See how they're used in real-life examples. For instance, learn the present perfect tense by hearing sentences like, "I've just finished my homework." Focus on common grammar first. Start with what you'll use most often, like present simple, past simple, and common prepositions. Practice daily. Use apps like Duolingo, Grammarly, or Quizlet to practice grammar exercises every day. Speak and write. Try forming sentences aloud or journaling daily. For example, write about your day using different tenses. Get feedback. Ask a teacher, language partner, or even AI tools to correct your grammar mistakes. Learning from your errors is crucial. Watch and listen. Watch English shows or listen to podcasts and pay attention to how grammar is used naturally.
These are amazing tips, David. I especially love the idea of learning grammar in context. It's so much easier to understand when you see it in action, rather than just reading a rule in a book.
Exactly, Lucy. Grammar isn't about perfection, it's about communication. The more you use it, the better you'll get.
David, before we wrap up, can you share some common grammar mistakes learners make and how to fix them?
Of course. Here are a few examples. Mixing up tenses. Mistake, I go to the park yesterday. Fix, learn to use past tense verbs like I went to the park yesterday. Incorrect subject-verb agreement. Mistake, he don't like pizza. Fix, always match the subject and verb, he doesn't like pizza. Using wrong prepositions. Mistake, I'm good in cooking. Fix, pay attention to prepositions, I'm good at cooking. Forgetting articles. Mistake, I bought book. Fix, remember to use a or the, I bought a book.
These are such helpful examples, David. I bet our listeners are nodding along right now because we've all made these mistakes.
Definitely. The key is to see mistakes as learning opportunities. Every mistake gets you closer to fluency.
David, thank you so much for sharing your expertise today. Grammar can feel challenging, but you've made it seem so much more approachable.
Thank you, Lucy. To all the listeners, remember, grammar is a tool, not a test. Use it to express yourself and don't worry about being perfect.
To our listeners, what's one grammar rule you're going to focus on this week? Let us know in the comments or share your progress with us on social media. And don't forget to download today's free PDF with grammar exercises and tips to help you practice effectively. Until next time, happy learning and take care. Goodbye.